Alright guys, so how much I spent in Kuala Lumpur as a foreigner in 2025. Let me open up the spreadsheets for you. And you know what? I truly don't like people on YouTube when they say they're gonna show you something and then you have to wait until the end. So I'm gonna show you exactly how much I spent and then I'm gonna get into the numbers. If you're only for that, this is how much I spent in a month in Kuala Lumpur, and I tracked those expenses pretty much every day. I tracked them for every day, but wrote them into the sheets or in this sheet pretty much every day. So I have here all of the categories, but this is how much I spent in 31 days here in Kuala Lumpur in 2025. And I tracked from the middle of January until the middle of February, okay, 2025. So if you only wanted this number, and you don't want to stick until the end, or you don't want to stick with me anymore, that's fine, that's okay. You can click off the video, but I'm gonna get into the numbers, and I'm also going to have some tips for you on how to lower the costs. So if you want, just play the video while you brush your teeth, or while you're eating, or whatever else you might be doing, because I think this will help and I think this is good information. Alright, I do have something which I need to change here, but we'll change it when we get back. Anyways, or when we get to that point. Anyways, so this is how much I spent in a month, a little over $1,000. But one thing which I want to make clear, if you did not click off the video and this was the number that you were up for only, one thing which I want to make clear is that water and electricity, I did not get it yet, so I did not pay that. So this is missing. I have no idea how much it will be. Okay, I extended where I'm at, and that's the reason why I did not pay that yet. So I have no idea how much it will be. I cannot give you an estimate for that. I can only add this in after I'm leaving this place, okay? But factor that in as well. I have no idea how much it will be, but maybe the cost will run up to $1,200, $1,300, maybe closer to $1,200 to be honest, like $100 for water and electricity. Probably it's safe to say that it would be about $1,000, so maybe $1,200 per month. This cost will be raised to $1,200 per month instead of $1,100. Okay, so that's that. We have to factor that in. But let me see. What do I have? What do we have here? Because I also made some notes over here in my phone. And by the way, if you're curious, I have one video exactly like this for Pattaya. Okay, and actually there I tracked for 2 months. I tracked everything for 2 months. So go and watch that video as well if you're curious. But I took, so from this website, this is how I converted Malaysian ringgit to US dollars. And then here you have the conversion. You can have the conversion in euros, and you have the conversion in British pounds. Okay, but I stick with the dollars. It's very international, I would say. So 1 ringgit is $0.22. So this is the conversion that I took into consideration when I made all of these calculations. All right, and by the way, guys, this video is meant to inspire you and to show you that it's possible to live in a place like Kuala Lumpur, and watch my other videos when I'm actually having the view behind here in the apartment. It's absolutely beautiful. And also I have a video about, showing you some of the amenities, and I'm gonna have another video coming out soon where I'm showing you the whole building, like the apartment and so on. I have swimming pool, I have jacuzzi, I have a sauna, I have a gym. There is badminton court, basketball court, you name it. It's so many things, and like beautiful view from the 66th floor. So this goes on to just show you guys and hopefully to inspire you and to show you that you can actually travel the world and save money as long as you work online. Okay, you have an online job, you do what I do. I'm a freelancer. I do marketing and Instagram ads for small business owners, and that's how I am able to travel and save actually money while I do so. Okay. So and you can be in a big city like Kuala Lumpur, which for me is like probably the most developed city I've ever been to. Incredibly beautiful. Just check YouTube, check Google, and you will see. Very beautiful city, and you can have a luxurious lifestyle on a budget. But let's get into everything we have here. So we have the fixed costs over here. My insurance, I extended it when I left Thailand, and I extended it for another 5 or 6 months or something like that. And if we split it per month, comes out to be a little less actually than $20 per month. Okay, and I'm looking down here because I want to also say that in many cases those expenses I round them up. Okay, some most of them, if not all of them, have been rounded up to an upper number. So for example, if it was $19.2 per month, I would say $20. In some cases I did not round them up, for example here, okay, but in some I did. So just bear that in mind. My rent here at the place has been roughly $594 per month, okay. Bear in mind I also got it with Airbnb, so at the moment I am paying a little less. Let me see how much I'm paying right now. Multiplied by 30. So this $595 per month in ringgit is 2,650. And right now, because I extended and I did it outside of Airbnb, I pay 250. So sorry, 2,250. Let me know what you think in the comments. If it's expensive, if it's not. I think it is a little bit, and also I say that not because that's just my opinion, but because I've met other people who told me the same thing, and even people in the building. But there is a caveat on this, and that is the fact that I am renting month to month. In fact, at this point right now, I'm renting week to week. Okay, I'm extending. I'm also trying to figure out the visa for my next destination. So that's one of the things. And by the way, it was declined. My visa was declined for the next destination. So I was just working on it again this morning. But anyways, we'll have a video about that too. So these are my fixed costs. Insurance $20, rent a little under $600 per month. This phone bill, it's 58 ringgit per month. I only got 1 month, to be honest, and that comes out to be $13, roughly $13. And I don't know the phone company, but it's been okay, and I got it when I arrived at the airport, okay, here in Malaysia. So those are the fixed costs. Now, variable costs. I have food here, and there is one thing which I need to say, okay, in regards, let me see here, in regards to everything, so all this table, please take it with a grain of salt. Unlike in Thailand, where I was like literally putting everything inside every single day, and maybe I did have like a couple of days where I had to go back because I didn't do it the previous day. Here I did have a few days where 1 or 2 days have passed and then I had to remember and go back and put the numbers in. It is accurate, but it's not 100% accurate, okay? So it might be a little more or a little less than this amount, okay, than the total amount. That's what I wanted to say. Now, next thing, and I'm looking down here because I have some notes. In regards to food, I also, okay, this is basically what I've been spending per day. And 14th of January, first day, I spent 29 ringgit, then 55, then 18, then 25, then 15, you know. Those were like very, very low. I ate once a day and extremely local. So this has been just one meal and very local. Okay. 47 ringgit, 22.5, 40, 30, 34, 50, 61, 75, 49, 52, 59, 68. You can see it here. It was different from day to day. And the total amount was 1,352 ringgit for 1 month or for 30 days. And that comes out to be $303 for the month. But again, there is a caveat on this one as well. There's actually two things we need to take into consideration. First of all, I did have quite a few days like this, where I only ate once a day. And it was not even like a huge meal. Why did I do it? Quite frankly, it was because of time. Even though, here's another thing. With this, all this like numbers over here and this $303, I only ate outside. I don't have a stove. I don't have an oven. I don't even have a microwave here. So I was not cooking. I'm not cooking, okay? So this number is I ate outside. But I'm not eating at fancy restaurants. That's one thing. The second thing is I had quite a few days when I ate just once a day. And quite a few days when I actually did not even eat that much, like these ones, okay? But then you can see like the realistic numbers is like a little closer to between 30 and 50 or a little closer to 50 per day. Actually, if we are to divide everything, it will come to about like 45 ringgit per day, okay? So I usually don't eat breakfast, not usually, like most of the time, 98% of the time. Actually, since I've been in Asia, maybe I ate breakfast 2 times, and I've been in Asia for a few months now, right? Almost 5 months. So I only ate breakfast maybe 2 times ever since I came to Asia. And I'm considering breakfast anything you eat before 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. Okay? So I don't eat breakfast. I only eat 2 times a day, and there's been instances where I only did eat once a day. That was not because I wanted to eat once a day, but that just happened. Okay, so I would say it's very easy to have this number higher up. Okay, $303, I think it's on the lower end, to be honest. Even though I did not even eat, because that's the second thing, I did not even eat to fancy restaurants. I'm eating very local, not Malaysian food, because where I live, there's not that much Malaysian food. There is a little bit, but I was eating in the beginning a lot of like food from Bangladesh, from Bangladesh people. And then I found a Chinese restaurant here where I go, and I eat there very, very often. Okay, So that's the thing about food, you know, it definitely can be higher than this. Definitely, 100%. And the other thing is, oh, and I feel like I'm all over the place in this video, but the other thing is, over here, where I have other, most of everything that was other was, for example, some sort of food that I would buy from the supermarket. Like maybe I would buy some local snacks to try them, you know, sometimes fruits if I could find fruits, but anything. Bread if I can find bread, anything of that nature. So sometimes you see here, okay, for food I spend 53 ringgit in a day, but then I have under other another 55 ringgit. So most of this is still food, but it's not like, okay, a real meal. Okay, it's like, for example, if I went to a place and I saw they have fruits, I would buy a lot of fruits and bring them home. So next day one of the meals would have been just fruits or snacks like that. Okay. Okay. So since we are in this one, in this category of other, let me show you how much I spent here, and that's 550 ringgit, which comes out to be $226. Now, unlike in Thailand, I actually did not go to, this does not include, and I haven't been to any like massages, any places where I in fact had to pay to go and visit. This does not include that. Okay, in Thailand it does include that, and well, here it does not include because they did not exist. Okay, I did not go to any massages, I did not go like to any like a cinema or watch a movie or anything like that. I did not go to any place where I had to pay money as entrance fee as well. So this has mostly been just food, to be honest. Food and probably like a few other things. Yeah, I was sick for a week. I had the flu, and then I also had like some sort of stomach infection, and so I bought medicine from the pharmacy as well. Like this was one of the days where I was sick. So that includes that. Okay. All right. I want to just say one thing here. I want to just calculate this, the food category, and see how much it comes per day. But let's do it in, let's do it in 1352 in ringgit divided by 30 days. It's 45 ringgit per day. It comes out to 45 ringgit per day. But as I said, in this category, other, I do have much of it is actually things that you can eat, like fruits and so on, or certain snacks that I wanted to try or stuff like that. Okay, so in dollars, 303 divided by 30, that's like $10. That's $10 per day. That's $10 per day. I can actually make a video about this, because that's interesting. I think it's very low for Kuala Lumpur, for Malaysia, and as a foreigner, as a Westerner, I think it's very low. I don't know if other people, I'm pretty sure other people spend way more than I do. I'm not saying it's cheap or inexpensive, because it is more expensive than it is in Thailand, but I'm pretty sure Westerners spend way more here in this category. Okay, and also in this one, other, the reason I don't also have that many expenses here is because, you know, I'm not a club person. I'm not going to clubs. I don't really do that, or like nightlife or drinking or anything of that nature. I really don't do that in general. So that's also a reason why this is probably much lower. Now we have drinking water, and this is like different because so many times here where I live, this supermarket, they run out of water. Okay, so I sometimes bought like small bottles, sometimes I bought like 1 liter bottles. I think they're 1 liters. They don't say it on the bottles. At least I did not see it on any bottle. It doesn't say, which is weird. It's just weird, a weird thing. Here in Malaysia, I realized like it doesn't say how many liters the bottle has. Maybe it's just me, I don't see it, but I'm always asking the person in the supermarket how many liters it has, just to make sure like I buy the one that is the most affordable or the cheapest. So drinking water, yeah, I have, you can see here, 7 ringgit, 7, 3.2, 6, 6, 2.4, 5.4, 6, 7, 15. Like this must have been a big bucket of water. 3.5. All this came out to be to 82.19, which is $19 in a month. And again, guys, this is pro tip. I would say if you're a Westerner, don't like drink bottled water for your own, for the sake of your stomach. Then we have transportation, and here is another one. Okay, it's another one that you can go, I would say, more expensive, or much more expensive. First of all, while I was here, 98% of the time I used Grab. Okay, but the thing is, I did not go out too much, or I did not use Grab too many times. I also walk. I know this city, some people say it's not walkable or something like that. I walk. So yeah, but I also did not go out a lot of times, out of the building, or out of the area a whole lot of times, So yeah, the total expense for transportation for a month has been 204 ringgit, which is $22. But you do have like the common transportation here. You have a lot of options. It's just, I think it takes, like, the difference between if you take a Grab or if you take public transport. In some cases, it can be like an hour difference or something like that. I don't know why exactly it's like that, but that's why I chose to take to use Grab. I didn't use it many times, so it was okay anyways. But I don't have it with me, Touch and Go. There is a card that you can ask people around here once you arrive. It's called Touch and Go, so it's a card. You put some money in, and that's the most affordable way to travel with metro and so on. All right. Now, as I said, electricity, water, I don't have that yet. But they will come when I'm going to leave the place. I feel like I need to say something, or something that I forgot. Yeah, anyways, a couple of tips. Yeah, a couple of tips for you to lower your expenses. Of course, don't do what I did. I did it because I thought, and I'm preaching this, but in this case, I didn't do it like this. A better way to go about accommodation is to, if you've never been here before, just rent a place for a week. Walk around, talk with people, and you'll most definitely find something more affordable. Okay, and even if I would have done this here, just book it for a week or a few days, and then I talk with the property manager, and then I am extending, because you can see the difference is I am paying now. How much? Okay, so I was paying 2,650, and now I'm paying per month 2,250. So that is 400 ringgit difference, which is in a month, okay? Might not be a whole lot for you, but it's almost $100, so why waste it? So, that's the first thing. Just buy or book through Airbnb for a week or less, and then come here and negotiate. If you stay for longer than a month, even if you don't stay longer than a month, it's still less expensive. But a second tip, if you stay longer than a month, is usually much more affordable as well. And then in regards to food, eat local. The only reason or the only time I wanted to eat something Western, like Western food, was when I was sick with my stomach. Okay. Eat local or like try other foods, Chinese, Bangladesh, or something like that. Because there's a lot of variety here in that sense, so you can try local food, and it's going to be, especially if it's not a restaurant and you live in an area where there's a lot of street food, generally, it's much more affordable. And it's much more affordable than if you choose to eat Western food. Okay, so that's that. This has been my expenses for 1 month in Malaysia. Let me know what you think. Again, don't forget, I still have water and electricity. I feel like this could have gone like much more. Probably like I've spent in a month with the water and electricity between 1,200 and 1,300. Okay, it's okay. But I think it can go much higher than this. But imagine you work online and you make 3K per month, $3,000 per month. You either have a job, you're hired from a company in the US, like if you're American, right? Or even if you're not, or from a company in UK, Canada, Australia, anywhere, right? And you make 3,000 per month. You are able to save more than half of your income, have your own place, okay? Not even have to cook, be in a very developed city in the world, and have a luxurious lifestyle. Because as I said, I have a swimming pool, I have a gym inside the building. It's security 24 hours, 24/7. It's just great. You have, as I said, badminton court, basketball court, jacuzzi, sauna for women, sauna for men, gym, all those things. Very beautiful views. Also from my apartment, I'm at 41st floor, but from 66th floor as well, right? So this video is just to, like, for people, people who already live in Malaysia, is just to, show how a Westerner is living here and how much he's spending. But for those of you who are still living in the West, those countries, Germany, UK, US, even New Zealand, Australia, it's just to inspire you and show you what is possible, and to inspire you to take that leap of faith. Because many of you are thinking, oh, you have to have money, okay? You have to be rich, or you have to have rich parents, or you have to be retired, 65, 70 and be retired. It's so not true, okay? You can come here, have a luxurious lifestyle while still living on a budget and save money at the same time. And you don't even have to make a lot of money. Make $2,500 per month, $3,000 per month, and you're able to save. You're able to save more than half your income, right? It's insane. And have a very good life. You don't even need to to look at anything like you don't even try to save. You don't even have to try to save. I was trying to see how much $1,200 is off of 3,000. Let me just try that. Oh, I'm actually my internet is turned off on the phone. But this is what I'm saying, guys. You know, you can even have a remote job and make this happen, okay? And save money, and then you invest them in cash flow producing assets, okay? So that's that. Or you can have like an online business, or you can have you can do like drop shipping or whatever, or you can do what I do. You know, I'm a freelancer. I have a skill which is marketing, and specifically Facebook and Instagram, and I am monetizing that because there's so many people who doesn't need marketing? Any business owner needs marketing. So, and if you're interested in that, I do have a coaching program. It is paid, but email me and we can talk about this and you can see if it is for you or not. Let me just ask ChatGPT this question. How much is $1,200 out of $3,000 percentage-wise? Let's see what it says. And then I have to stop the video because it's already late. I need to go in the city, meeting someone, a friend. So it says here, can you see? I'm not lying. No cap. I like that expression. So $1,200 is 40% of $3,000, okay? So you can essentially save 60% of your income if you make $6,000 per month and live in luxury. Have luxury on a budget. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you think this is much, if you think I'm overpaying in some area, probably for the rent. What do you think about food? I think I'm like this is on the low end with food, but let me know. I'm saying on the low end for Kuala Lumpur, of course, but let me know what you think. And I hope this video inspired you to show you what is possible on how you can live abroad on a budget, have a great life. You don't even need to cook. You don't even need to worry about doing the dishes, anything like that, within this budget. Okay? See you in the next video.